Be giving instructions after the introductions, Kenny Bayless. All right, fans, here we go. Welterweights in action. It's a special attraction scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. I introduce to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with red trim, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania by way of St. Louis, Missouri. He weighed in at a ready 149 pounds. His record includes 34 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the USBA welterweight champion, ranked number 4 in the world by the IBF and the WBC. Introducing Tony Martin. Across the ring, really needing no introduction the world over. Entering the ring wearing red trunks with white trim, hailing from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico. He weighed in 151 pounds. His record stands at 98 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 83 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 5-time world champion in 3 weight divisions. Please welcome one of boxing's great legends, currently ranked the #1 contender by the WBA and the WBC, introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez. Once again, Kenny Bayless, our referee in charge, now to give instructions.
Okay, fellas, we know the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution to obey my commands at all times. Remember that. In the state of Nevada, keep all your punches up. Watch for the low blows. Watch for the rabbit punches. Good luck to both of you. Touch gloves.
Well, the question, how hard did Chavez train for this fight? What kind of shape is he in? If the weight is any indication, a career-high 151. Tony Martin, who looked down during the instructions from Kenny Bayless at 36, has never had a world title shot, but he said that fighting Chavez is just as good as one. He's waited 7 years for the shot, telling us he wanted Chavez in 1990 after he beat Livingstone Bramble.
Is it my imagination, or does Chavez look heavy? I mean, he looks...
Not only looks heavy, Freddie looks soft.
Yeah, he looks like... like middle age. I hate to say it, because I've gone through it. It's middle age spread.
Well, Tony Martin told us his plan is to box, throw lots of jabs, use the angles, go to the body, which Chavez doesn't like. Constantly touch Chavez. He said he'll bring more power than Gamache did against Chavez, despite his record of only 12 knockouts in 40 fights. Saying that a rotator cuff injury held him back for 4 years.
Well, Chavez is a notoriously slow starter. I think what may have been better for Tony to do, Martin should jump in there and jump on him, see what happens. See if he can get something going early. You never know, the cut may open up. Anything could happen.
Well, he's definitely looking to avoid a war with Chavez, but he's looking to make Chavez feel old. So.
Good hook. Good hook on the part of Martin. He's thrown 3 hard punches, and Chavez has thrown none so far.
Martin, well-respected, seasoned veteran. Vintage Chavez, always coming forward, never backing up. Ferocious body puncher. But it's Tony Martin who's pressing the attack here at the early going. Chavez in his prime, worked out of a crouch, and when you got hurt, he knew how to finish. Famous
He's a great
for being economical. Yeah, great finisher. Never wasting punches. Accurate. And the trademark Chavez punch, the left hook.
To the side of the body and then to the head. He hasn't landed or thrown it. Or should I say thrown it or landed.
Martin normally very aggressive. Of course, he's being careful here against Chavez, understandably.
Chavez does look slow. He does look like he's showing some signs of the age. Mother Nature, Father Time, call it what you like, has walked him into an awkward place.
His face seems very puffy, more than usual. Looks very wide, wider than usual. And soft in the midsection area.
taking some shots here, not big, but they landed. I mean, Martin's landing some little shots.
Martin, classic straight-up style, good mobility, good counter-puncher, crafty. He lives in Philadelphia, the fighting town. Chavez, of course, from Culiacan, Mexico. There's the doubling and tripling up with that left hook.
Tony Martin's nose got very red all of a sudden. One or two of those hooks must have got in there cleanly. Another big hook.
Yeah, digging in with the left hook. Martin trying to counter, but hitting nothing but air. They continue after the bell. Little bad blood.
All right. You gotta start jabbing, though. You can't let him walk in on you. You got your uppercut, okay? Left hook back, remember? Just got a little small cut, ain't nothing. Got that? Go.
Spit bucket over there, bud.
Huh?
Then he spit the spit bucket.
Where is the spit bucket?
Spit on one side.
There it is. Spit bucket coming.
Little cut on the bridge of the nose of Tony Martin, being calmed down by trainer Oscar Hilton. He's got a great cut person in there, Rosetta Garriz, who's a plastic surgeon. Here we go, round two.
You know, Chavez closed that round very well, landed some good clean shots, left hook, a right hand right just at the bell, and seemed to do some damage with those 3 or 4 clean shots he'd landed. One cut and certainly 1 or 2 on the inside of the nose.
They have one common opponent, Sammy Fuentes. Chavez, a 10th round TKO over Fuentes in '89. His 68th fight. Martin lost by 5th round TKO in '87, his 17th fight, but Fuentes broke Martin's jaw.
Fuentes could punch.
Round two scheduled for 10. This is a non-title bout, welterweight. Although they're both over the limit. Oh, there's a low blow by Julio Cesar Chavez with the left hook, being warned by Kenny Bayless. Martin 36, Chavez 34. 2-inch height advantage for Martin, 2-inch reach advantage for Martin. Chavez always known for that granite chin, hard head, and great heart. Straight right hand.
Part of the problem for Martin is that he's not a big puncher. He's not a one puncher, even a sharp, crisp boxer puncher. He's a boxer, and when he moves and does well, keeps some side moving, that jab going, he can give anybody fits, but he needs to get Chavez's respect and attention as Frankie Randall did.
Only 12 knockouts for Martin. 34, 5-1. Chavez 98, 2-1 with 83 knockouts.
Martin's throwing hard enough. He's not like he's throwing soft punches to find him. He's throwing hard punches to hit him.
Chavez making a lot of excuses of late. But good problems.
I've had him on shows since 1985. I never had a show that he didn't have excuses about something. Or complaints about something.
Yeah, but now after losing.
Well, this is a guy complaining when he won all the time. Oh, nice shot by Martin.
Tony Martin with the left hook coming through on the body and head of Julio Cesar Chavez.
All right, here we go.
Good double left hook back by Chavez, too. And I'll tell you, his punches seem to be doing so much more damage to the face of Tony Martin. Even when Chavez gets hit clean, his head snaps back, but the damage isn't there.
I'll tell you one thing, Chavez has always had heavy hands, The Meldrick-Taylor fight proved that to me. I thought Meldrick was winning by a mile, and then all of a sudden I looked at his face, and it was all chopped up like he'd hit a truck.
Well, the accumulative attack has been
Work out of there. Work out of there.
the plan of Julio Cesar Chavez, historically a slow starter. But then you look at the face of the opponent, and it's like a train wreck.
He can hit. He can hit.
Yeah, he has damaging punches.
Give me the bottle, bud. All right. Water bottle. I got it.
Where's the spit bucket at? Where's the spit bucket? Where? The one that's the spit bucket, the white bucket. How you feel?
Kind of dumb, but I'm good.
Good, baby. What I want you to do is move your head. You know the sweeping motion you do, the rhythm that you get?
There you see Whitaker, excuse me, here you see Chavez throwing the right hand over Martin's jab. He's not normally a big right hand thrower, but he's been pretty accurate with it so far. There you see a little hit on the break. He's been damaging with these punches. They've been landing cleanly and flushly. Martin's punches showing no results on Chavez's face.
You were having a flashback there.
He was in a rhapsody.
Yes, I was.
What we divers call rhapsody of the deep.
Well, that's a night I think Mr. Chavez would like to forget. All right, Tony Martin comes out fast, round 3. Look at this. Tony Martin with the quick hands, going to the body and to the head.
He's doing what Bobby said. Might as well take your shot. You're here. Go with it.
An aggressive Tony Martin.
Why not? Go with it. You got an old guy that's 151 pounds in front of you. Go with it.
He's actually younger than Martin.
Yeah. There's only 2 losses to Frankie Randall and Oscar De La Hoya. Julio Cesar Chavez in the red.
Step back clean. There we go.
What he knows. Tony Martin. And one more head movement from Tony Martin. The crowd chanting Julio. Straight right hand by Julio Cesar Chavez.
He certainly should have moved his head then.
Absolutely.
Oh, Chavez is so much more accurate with his right hand today than normal. He's been landing regularly.
A wicked right by Chavez, missing with the left hook, but connecting with the right, and the bloody nose of Tony Martin is evidence. Low blow by Tony Martin.
Keep the punches up. All right, here we go.
Oh, swing and a miss. Chavez trying to end it all on one punch, a straight right.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, even after that, he stepped in with another jab and he caught Tony Martin in the face. A jab again. And Tony's face, again, is starting to look pretty battered and bruised, bleeding all over.
Oh, straight right again by Chavez. Not flush, but plenty of impact. Side of the face. There's a counter left hook by Martin. But Martin's eating a lot of leather here.
But he's fighting back. You have to give him credit. He's fighting back, but his face may not be able to take it.
But he said he definitely was going to box. He wasn't going to try and slug it out, and he can't fight this fight. The punches from Chavez are too heavy. This is not Tony Martin's fight.
It may be the only alternative that he's got, though, because he's not going to box this guy.
Now the pace is slowing down, approaching 20 seconds in round 3. Oh, a heavy right hand there, straight right by Tony Martin. But that really gets Chavez going. What an exchange here.
Nice exchange.
The end of round 3. Let's go over to Jim Cray. Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Steve. I'm here with Michael Moore. He's getting ready for Von Bean. Do you expect a short night, Michael?
Let's hope so.
You told us yesterday you're not impressed with the 27-0 record. Why?
I fight people with better records than that. I fight people undefeated all the time.
Is there a fear at all that you might have of taking this guy lightly?
I don't take him lightly. He's a heavyweight. I take no one lightly.
Just not impressed, but not taking him lightly.
I'm not impressed by the record. Record doesn't mean anything. It's ability to fight.
Is it hard not to look forward in this situation to Tyson Holyfield?
Once I get past this, then you can talk to me about that.
Maybe we'll do so after the fight. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
All right, let's send it back out to Steve.
A lot of questions of focus with regard to Michael Moore, but certainly seems very focused and ready to go there. And talking to Jim Gray. Here we go, round number 4. Tony Martin has cleaned up the blood on the nose. And ready to resume. Walks right in. Furious action in that last round. Let's see if it continues.
You know, Tony Martin started to do some of the things he said he wasn't going to get caught and do. Started to slug it out, started to wing him and let him rip, but he held his own, especially toward the end of the round. His little extra speed, he's got that little extra speed, is going to help him. And if he uses it well, he could make a real fight out of this.
Let's check the online scoring from our home viewers. They have Chavez ahead 2-1 through 3.
Well, doubtlessly they saw that last round with that little flurry. As for Martin.
Actually, I gave Martin the first round. The last 2 I gave to Chavez.
As mentioned, Martin not a knockout artist, but a crafty fighter. He'll have to dig down pretty deep here against the intelligent Julio Cesar Chavez. After Tony Martin coming in on Chavez, Chavez ducking away and punching his way out. After the fight last time, Gamache said he's not what he once was, but he was still too much for me, talking about Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez with a combination down low and then upstairs with the right hand.
Big right hand, you see his face busting up again. Oh.
Okay, no, I know you did, but keep him up, okay?
We're going to get into one of those nights again.
That one was pretty clean, though, guys. I got to tell you.
Look.
No, but I'm saying that every time Julio fights, something is happening all the time.
Well, you know, Martin wanted to concentrate a lot on his body. I believe that's a correct way to approach the Chavez fight, but at the same time, his body does end somewhere, and other things start from there down.
Kenny Bayless will give Julio Cesar Chavez all the time he needs to recover.
Come on, let's go. There we go. Time.
They didn't need that much.
He didn't need the full 5 minutes.
Don't be surprised if he goes south of the border sometime in the next round or 2. That's the old-time remedy. You hit me, and I'm going to hit you somewhere in the next 2 or 3 rounds.
Chavez all red-faced, coming in, pouring in with the left hook, but it's been the right hand by Chavez that's done most of the damage. Oh, a straight right hand by Tony Martin that found a home. It landed, combination by Martin, but Chavez has the great chin.
Yeah, Chavez has a good chin. He's not going to get startled too much by those right hands. At the same time, you can't run into him all day. You got to worry about that cut that he sustained in the De La Hoya fight.
Winston, get out of there.
You know, he's been cutting in a lot of fights, so you know that is a concern. You got to worry about cuts with Chavez.
Chavez nailing Martin in the face with a left hook. Digging to the body now, but Martin gets out of there.
Come on, work out of there. Work out of there.
Digging shots by Julio Cesar Chavez with the left hand. Now he follows it up with the right.
Martin in trouble.
Swarming all over Tony Martin.
Look at his face. The eyes are closing. The nose is breaking up more. The mouth's bleeding. His punches are so damaging. He has such heavy hands, does
Good
Chavez.
job by Kenny Bayless. Chavez wanted more after the bell.
Give him some water. Give him some water. Put water on there. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe in. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Just relax. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Let's take a look
to see what that complaint's about.
The low blow, which is seems to be part of any Chavez fight. Everybody is always getting hit low. No, there it is. Oh man, that
was a good low.
Oh, that is a low blow. That is low. You don't need an Academy Award for that. That's a genuine. That's a real one.
Tony,
we only got 5 minutes. He took about 3, maybe
that one had
2.
a little zip on it too.
get the water.
Round 5.
Get the ice.
Very calming Jose Buffalo Martin. Telling him everything's all right. Telling Chavez in a very low-key style. The chants of Mexico from the crowd. Huge crowd. They may have a sellout here, about 8,000.
Well, every time he fights, and he fights here in Vegas, you got a big Mexican invasion because they love him. He is a hero in Mexico.
The greatest Mexican fighter of all time.
And, well, he should be considered. And even here, where he's not half of Chavez, he's still so impressive. Such an impressive devastator.
Many feeling he's obviously past his prime. That straight left rocked Tony Martin, but still a force.
I don't think that there's any doubt that he's past his prime, but in his prime, any other fighter at his 150% best wasn't close enough to Chavez at 80%. But now everything's taking its toll.
Well, like most great fighters before him, trying to defy the clock. And it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it's a race you can't win. Oh, nice right hand.
Tony Martin launching that one from Reno.
Well, he needs to do more of that.
Frankie Randall proved you can hit him with the right hand. Frankie Randall said, I saw that all night long, open all night long. If you throw it, you hit him. But he didn't have any, I don't think he's got enough steam left.
Work out, come on.
Randall, the first and only man to knock Chavez down January of '94 after 99 fights without enduring a knockdown. It was round 11 against the surgeon, Frankie Randall.
That body shot dug in there real nice.
Countering right hand hook by
Come on.
Martin. I'm not sure why Chavez just stopped for a moment.
Because he got butted and
he got banged,
and he thinks it's cut.
Okay. Kenny Bayless had to urge him back in. He's bleeding around the right eye. Julio Cesar Chavez is.
But he made mention with the hand around the left eye.
Yeah, I don't see that much that bleeding. It's in his left eye and I don't see it. Whoa, that's that hook that he ends up to the ribs. Right there.
He's landing cleanly now with that left hook to the body, to the ribs, to the head, all over the place.
Now it's the old Chavez. The hook to the body, the hook to the head. The hook to again.
No. You see the punch before he...
That's the second time. That's a big one.
That was a right uppercut squarely below the belt.
1 point to double.
And they're taking a point away from Tony Martin.
1 point for double. He
Another low
threw
blow.
it before he did it. Pull the head. Okay, come on, guys.
Getting an explanation from Kenny Bayless.
Time.
Back comes Chavez with mean intentions.
Yeah. That was down. This is a fight.
Oh, a straight right hand by Martin to the face of Chavez. Then a left hand. A hook by Martin to the face of Chavez. Martin coming on. Look at this. Exchange of the bell. Wild.
But that's what Martin can't do, Steve. He can't punch it out with Chavez.
There you go.
Wait.
There you go. Come on.
Let me check out what's going on.
How you feel, baby? Come on. Suck it up. Take some deep breaths. Take me some deep breaths. Come on. Keep them up now. Keep them up. Stop pulling your head down. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got to suck it up. It's time to suck it up. He ain't as good as Dippy Diggs and them boys, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go to work. Let's work it. You hear what I'm saying? It's time to go.
Take a look at the headbutt. It just, coming in with a body shot, keeps his head down, Freddie, and bang.
All right, let's take a look at the low blow, which cost him a point, by the way. This cost, oh, man, that is hard. That is hard to take.
They do add up, believe me, they do.
Oh, you get hurt feelings from that.
And it's round 6. And they pick up where they left off in the last round. Martin coming forward, sending Chavez into the ropes momentarily. Chavez bouncing right back.
Well, Tony certainly is not short of heart. And neither is he too respectful.
Going up on the left hook is Tony Martin to the body, to the head, a la Chavez. Taste of his own medicine.
You can hit Chavez with the right hand all night long. Frankie Randall said there's no way to miss him with the right hand. He's not throwing it enough, but when he throws it, he hits him.
Chavez does not take kindly to body shots. You pointed that out, Bobby.
Elgin Taylor was the first one to expose that using that left hook to the body. But once again, Chavez's punches to the head were so devastating that they eventually wore and broke down Elgin Taylor to a very, very big degree.
These straight right hands by Martin are having an effect on Chavez. They're really pushing him back. You have to wonder about the weight situation. That's having an effect here.
Not just the weight, but the extra weight means not only a little slower, a little more sluggish, but also probably train less, therefore less conditioning.
That's the big thing to me. When a fighter does that, and especially in the last few days, nobody's training him right. He's not looking at what he's weighing. That's wrong.
It's so obvious. It's obvious.
He just missed a home run left hook that he threw that Martin ducked.
And the longer this goes, by the way, Tony Martin, whose face is falling apart, is in better shape because with the overweight and with the not training right, Julio starts slowing down, then it's going to be some kind of fight.
It's a non-title fight, 10 rounds.
Oh, see the right hand? See it? Exactly what Frankie Randall said.
A beautiful counter right hand. Chavez left a lazy jab out.
Tony Martin's got to be careful, though, Bobby. Those hands are down real low.
But you see, Chavez keeps that left down. Look where it's at. Look where it's at. And that's why he gets hit. Now he puts it up under making him.
He can't get too cocky, though, against Chavez. He's scoring, but has to be careful defensively.
Well, I think Martin's winning this round, so Chavez is kind of taking the round off.
He has. He has taken this round off. No question about it.
Come up now.
Tony Martin with a wicked straight right hand to the face of Chavez.
The
He
right
walked right
hand.
into it.
The right hand will find the passage.
And a right uppercut by Martin to the face of Chavez.
Tony showing signs of weariness in spite of the fact he's winning this round.
He's getting a little tired, and if Chavez is storing up enough for a big onslaught in the next round, you watch this tide turn.
Yep.
Hold, step back clean. Hold, there we go.
Oh, he is exhausted, is Tony Martin. No, he's exhausted. That's it.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Oh, man.
Just relax.
Oh, man. Come on.
Just relax, man.
No te quejes, ¿eh? Le está dejando mucho, Vamos, hay que por lo menos hay que boxear y tratar de meter la
All
mano.
right, let's look at the right hand now. Pass it to India. He just comes right in and whack. There it is. Now, Bobby, take a look at the second one. That's the first one.
You know, later in the fight, it's going to work just as it did in the early part of the fight. Straight right hand down the middle. It's what gets
Watch it.
done. Lazy jab, bang, right hand, and it's going to find its place. Frankie Randall certified that is the way to Chavez's chin.
Pon los huevitos ahí ahora, ¿eh? Okay. Vamos.
Oh, what it is.
How about the left eye of Chavez beginning to close? What a welt underneath it.
That was from that second right hand.
Yeah, the second right hand almost blew out his eye. And also, he's been butted there several times. Don't forget that. That butt is something else. Don't sweep that. I'm instructing people not to cover us with ice. We've been getting covered with ice at the end of every round.
Well, we're halfway through. You guys scoring this?
Yeah.
I have it 58-55 for Chavez. 4 rounds to 2 with the point taken away.
And the people at home, Chavez up 4 rounds to 2, heading into the 7th.
I see it just like the people.
Well, Tony Martin unleashing some vicious straight right hands and doing damage to the face of Chavez. There's a straight left by Martin getting through. Chavez trying to counter with a left jab.
Well, Chavez should be rested after he looked through that last round.
Yeah, he took it off.
And the other guy got exhausted just capturing the round, so.
You know, Chavez's jab has been very effective, too, and he hasn't thrown enough of it.
Ooh, almost a low blow by Martin. We'll keep a close watch on that left eye.
Oh, he's going to get hit. If he left that left hand down there low like that, that's the 4th one he's thrown. He should cross that in a minute now. Anytime now.
Bloody face of Tony Martin, closing left eye of Julio Cesar Chavez. This is a war. By Tony Martin that scored to the face of Chavez.
He's touching Chavez's body with the left hand, and he's sneaking the right hand up top when he can. Chavez is aware of what he's trying to do in the way of setting him up, but right now Martin's scoring points with him.
Chavez showing a lot of respect for Tony Martin here now.
Yeah, the action really has slowed up. I did not expect Chavez to take it easy 2 rounds in a row.
Oh, a beautiful countering right hook by Tony Martin right over the top to Chavez's face.
Here we go.
And Chavez looking beleaguered right now. He doesn't want to get in too close. He has felt the pain.
Well, you know, he's better off on the inside. Certainly the range, the reach, the speed are all for Martin. Get inside, work the body, rip up underneath, throw the counter punch.
But he's staying on the outside, which is Martin's fight. Martin doesn't want to get into an in-fight situation, obviously.
Both fighters have slowed down considerably, but these right hands that they're landing are building up to another low punch. But yeah, he got by with it.
Oh, a straight right hand by Chavez. Chavez, but Martin hanging in there.
Oh, he didn't move Martin, but boy, was that nice.
That was a great under and over. He threw the left uppercut underneath and a right in over the top, landed right on the butt.
Oh,
Vicious
man.
shot. Vicious.
That guy's got the rockets of Walt on his chin. That one thudded off his jaw.
Final seconds of round 7. Another good round for Tony Martin.
Oh, man, this is heating up.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Deep breaths. Close your eyes, Julio.
Cierra el ojo. Vamos, vamos, ciérralo, papá. No pasa nada. No pasa nada, papá. Vamos.
Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Toca quitarte eso por cojones. Para que veas bien.
Just trying to put the swelling down so you can see better.
Vamos a ver. Quieto ahí.
Just relax.
Quieto ahí.
Just take it easy.
Ábrelo. Dale para abajo. Dale
Now open
para
your
abajo.
eye. Open your eye.
Dale para abajo. Dale más. Ahí. Dale para abajo. Para afuera. Para afuera. Dale para afuera.
Move your eye.
Eso.
There you go.
Bien. No le está yendo mucho ya. Ahí está bien.
Just squish your eye a bit.
Venga, la mano seguida. Si le metes una serie, se te va. Una serie, por el amor de Dios. Vamos.
Just a good series. Just a good series of punches, Julio. That's all you need.
Working feverishly with the end swell around the left eye of Julio Cesar Chavez. We enter round 8.
That's a painful little proposition around the eye, sensitive area, especially when it's been hammered.
Buffalo, who is a real warrior in the corner there, has been trying to calm things down. But, you know, he's showing too much concern. I think he's communicating his concern to Chavez. Chavez abandoned the all-out, let's knock him out, and then promptly lost the next 2 rounds. I mean, they better forget about calming him down and start exciting him again.
Although his best days are behind him, talking about Julio Cesar Chavez, Tony Martin wanting to get on the ring record is only the 3rd man to beat Chavez. Chavez 98-2-1. Martin 34-5-1.
Now, listen, the age-old story that we have of fighters hanging on too long, you know, a total opponent to that. You work so many fights and you see so many old guys that were so great, and then you see them in a night like this and you think they're no longer there. I mean, it's a shadow of what was here.
It's pretty evident that he is hanging on too long, but can you blame him? He's so close to 100, though. That's the thing.
Well, that's true, and then also this is what they do for a living. But
Old fighters are much like those soldiers that do not want to stop doing what they do. They want to go find the next good fight to fight.
well, as you said this morning, you can't really ask them to make any sense, and that's been my contention. Somebody's got to stop people from fighting when they're too old. It's just somebody's got to do this.
Chavez continues to walk into these punches by Tony Martin.
But Martin's no longer got any of the snappy sting on him. It's now looking like he's just throwing him out there. Very, very few have any starch on him.
We approach the final minute of round 8, scheduled for 10. Oh, Martin just walked into one by Chavez.
And you have to wonder about Chavez's power diminishing a little bit now here, even though he's weighing more. He does those punches in his prime would have signaled lights out or at least a stagger.
Well, we're in Vegas. We don't know what the score is. We think he's ahead, not comfortably ahead anymore, but he's ahead. Chavez. He may well not be.
If he wins this round, it would be on my book the point of no return for Martin, because it would only be 2 left. 9 and 10, he'd have a 3-point deficit.
All 3 judges from Las Vegas: Glenn Troutbridge, Dwayne Ford, Al Siciliano. So you're saying essentially that you feel both that Chavez is winning the fight, but obviously not looking like the Chavez.
Yeah, he's winning the fight, but not in the Chavez style or manner. He is winning as the shadow of Chavez.
Tony Martin, Kenny Bayless has to get out of the way, and he could sense that the fighting might continue after the bell.
Yeah, I think Chavez is ahead as well, but not like he used to be.
Gotta wet it. Gotta wet it. Wet it down here. All right, listen up. 6 minutes. Come on. You need these 2 rounds. We need it. Need them. Big. Need them. We need them bad, big, Tony. He's trying to quit, B. He's trying to quit. Spitting his mouthpiece out and everything. all you got to do is press him. Give me them Kippy dig rounds. Come on. You understand me? Come on.
La pelea vas ganando, papá. La pelea la vas ganando, pero muy suave las manitas.
Start boxing him a little bit more. You can't let him start hitting you. Come on, let's go, Julio. Got to pick up the pace. Let's go.
Round 9. No knockdowns scheduled for 10. It looked like Chavez wanted to eke out every last second of rest there.
And both corners virtually said the same thing. We need these 2 rounds now. We're ahead, but we need the 2. And in Tony's corner, they said we got to have these 2 real bad. In Chavez's corner said we think we're ahead, but we need these two rounds. Smart on both parts.
Low blow there by Tony Martin with the left uppercut.
Don't worry if it was a significant blow. Chavez would have let the referee know for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of soft.
Yeah, he's not shy about complaining.
How's that left eye looking? Let's see.
It's closing, but it's not totally closed. He can see out of it. He's all right.
Talking about Chavez, yep. The right eye of Tony Martin underneath is similar. Oh, straight right hand by Chavez. Right on the
timed counter. He worked over the jab with a smart right hand.
Boy, he leaped at that like a lion leaping at a piece of meat. I mean, he just went whoa. God, he came through with a great deal of speed, but not the effectiveness of the old Chavez. Not the old punch that puts you on your butt.
Chavez dancing around now, looking like he's got an extra win. Combination of the head that staggered Martin.
That hurt Martin. Martin, you can see his legs. His legs did a little staggerly. He was not. I don't think he saw it. He was not expecting it. 1-2 left, right.
He moved him over.
Short, crisp, left-right combination by Chavez to the head of Martin, and that got his attention.
Chavez now fighting in his old style, picking his moments, making them count when he shoots. There they go.
Well, we thought he was out of condition. He's dancing around right now.
Remember, this is the guy that shoots a fighting 12 rounds for years and years and years. He's got a little break here. He's only got 10.
Yeah, he can usually do 10 in his sleep. But certainly at 151 and considerably past his prime after the wars he's been in, you never can tell.
I don't think you'll see him at 151 in a hurry after this.
Of course, Chavez has never been knocked out. He's been stopped on cuts. Tony Martin coming with only 12 knockouts and 34 wins. Oh, right hand there. Straight right hand by Tony Martin right off the face of Chavez.
A good old right hand.
But you have to wonder what the kind of power is behind it, especially to the iron chin of Chavez. Less than 30 seconds in the ninth. Oh, what a solid straight right by Martin. Oh, brother, many a fighter would have landed on the canvas with that one, but not Chavez.
Well, you know, too, Tony Martin sounded good. More of a slap-like punch than it was a real good power right hand. He doesn't have big power shots in his repertoire.
But it certainly turned Chavez's head sideways. Now, look at this. Furious exchange.
Good fighting. Good boxing.
One more. Wet it real good, buddy. One more. Okay. One more. Save some water for him to drink, bud. All right, come on. Let's go.
How you doing, Tony? Are you okay?
Great.
All right.
3 minutes. No tomorrow. Let's go.
You gotta suck it up, man. You gotta go all out now, baby. This guy's trying to quit on you. He's trying to quit on you. You may not think so, but he is. This is everything. Touch gloves when you come out. This is it, man.
All right, let's take a look at the fierce action now. Here's Chavez coming through with that right hand. There's a punch. So you see him rock the way he rocked Martin then? He just rocked on his feet.
Later, Martin comes back with a right hand of his own, right over the jab. But see, most of that, watch carefully, most of his Chavez turning his head. That punch is not as clean as people think.
No, his punch was not as clean as Chavez landed on Martin.
Martin getting the Luke Rockney speech. They touch gloves, the 10th and final round of this welterweight non-title fight that has the feel of the title fight.
Hey, if I was Martin and he survives this round, 10th round, I'd go home happy for the rest of my life.
I don't think Martin can win right now without a knockout, but again, I'm in Las Vegas and I'm not a judge.
Martin's never, there's the online scoring. The people at home have it awfully close. Chavez by 1 round heading into the last.
Let him go.
I don't have it that close, but I don't believe I don't believe that Martin can take out Julio Cesar Chavez in this 10th round. If anybody's going to go home, it's going to be Martin.
They have it 5-4 at home. I have it 6-3. And that big point taken away, even at 5-4 with that point taken away, it's 6-4. That's an automatic no-brainer.
Well, it would appear as if Martin needs the knockout, but as Bertie says, it's going to be tough. Martin's never had a world title shot, but as he told us, in his eyes, this is as good as one.
And he's making a good account of himself. His stock goes up from this fight too.
You remember what happens with the old fighters. The old fighters, it's old news to them, but to the kid in there, this is the biggest fight of his life.
He's turning it up, but he's eating some leather. Tony Martin. Martin now going for it all.
Now, see, I admire this. He's putting himself in play. He's putting himself in a position to maybe pull it off. That's what a fighter has to do. Take his chance, not just survive.
Well, we've seen a lot of bravery tonight. This is another example, because Martin's here to let it fly. Me or you, one of us is going to go.
A 36-year-old Tony Martin. Grew up in St. Louis, lives in Philly. You can hear his corner chanting his name. Trying to get the crowd into it. Combination, followed up by left hooks by Chavez, but he couldn't take Martin out.
Now, a combination missed, but the two left hooks hit.
Well, there's only a minute left. He's got a lot to do in just a minute.
Oh, there's a beautiful right hook by Chavez.
Martin's in a little trouble right now, Steve.
Uppercut. An uppercut is necessary here.
Let's see if Martin can survive the final second. But he's staying on his feet, showing a lot of heart. But his face looks like he has been through a war.
That was a beautiful right hand he just walked into, too. And he took it very well.
Teeing off on the face of Tony Martin to end this fight. An exhausted Tony Martin, less than 30 seconds remaining in the final round.
Hey, Julio don't look too fresh either. I mean, these are two tired warriors is what these two guys are.
Left uppercut by Martin on the inside. Chavez jaw withstanding that one.
Keep him up. Keep him up.
And they finish strong at the bell. Crowd showing its appreciation here at the Las Vegas Hilton. Action-packed fight, a brawl between Julio Cesar Chavez and Tony Martin. So we'll have to wait now for the official decision. But the consensus of opinion, the prevailing thought, Chavez. At home and here. The folks at home probably scored it about, what, 6-4 for Chavez. It was 5-4 going into that last round. And you see the smile and relief on the face of Chavez, looking for his 99th win. And this is 102nd pro fight. Well, while we wait for the scorecards, some speculation from you fellas. Where does Chavez, assuming he wins his fight, where does he go from here?
I think he's got some debts to pay. I think he should fight the guys that gave him such a great fight. They're all sliding down into oblivion, and now as they're sliding down, they should fight each other. Frankie Randall ought to be given a chance. Bernal Whitaker, no matter what happens with Oscar De La Hoya, I don't think he can beat De La Hoya, should be given a chance. You know, the guys that gave him a big battle should be given a chance. Let them all fight an old seniors tour.
And how about Tony Martin, who, as Bobby points out, his stock goes up, even though he'll...
Yeah, but Steve, he's 36 years old. It's very difficult to get yourself up for this kind of pace at that age after having been pro so long. But his stock goes up. I think somebody should give him a shot, let him get in shape, and let him take his crack at it in a great parting gesture.
He said at 36, though, he doesn't feel old, obviously in very good shape, can take a punch. A lot of heart. You can see his right eye is just about a slit right now. Let's get the official decision. Jimmy Lennon Jr. standing by.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing here at the Las Vegas Hilton, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Glenn Trowbridge, scores at 98-91. Al Siciliano and Dwayne Ford both score the bout 97-92. All three in favor of the winner, el gran campeón mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Well, I had it 97-92 as well, Steve, so
Pretty close.
I wasn't too far off. Two of the three judges had it exactly the same.
Well, Chavez now one win away from that coveted 100 victory plateau. Tony Martin goes to 34-6-1. Chavez now 99-2-1. And the question now, what's next for Chavez at the age of 34? What's next for us? Coming up next at the Las Vegas Hilton, our main event is the IBF Heavyweight Championship, as Michael Moore makes his second title defense against number 5 rated Vaughn Bean. The Southpaw Moore only one loss in 39 fights. The lone defeat, the dramatic come from behind knockout by George Foreman after Moore had beaten Evander Holyfield. Moore versus Bean next for the IBF Heavyweight Championship. But first, set for post-fight interviews with Jim Gray in the ring. Jim?
All right. Thank you very much, Steve. We're now here with Julio Cesar Chavez, and Gladys once again will interpret for us. Julio, this is a much tougher fight than you had expected.
Difícil de lo que esperaste. No, yo esperaba esta pelea y le dura. He expected a very tough fight.
Does it bother him at all that back in his heyday, a guy like Tony Martin would have gone down very, very quickly, and here it was a struggle?
Como Tony Martin era un no, de ninguna manera. Tony Martin es un peleador duro. Tony Martin's a very tough fighter.
So he'd have given him a tough fight back in his heyday?
Te hubiese dado una pelea difícil cuando estabas más joven y más fuerte. Yes. Dile que debe comprender que peleé en un peso que no es el mío, dile. He said, first of all, he didn't fight in his natural weight. He fought much heavier.
Did the weight bother him, the too much weight? He was 5 pounds heavier than he's ever been.
5 libras más alto. Un poquito, pero no se excusa. Para otra pelea voy a pelear en 145. He says it did, but that's no excuse. For his next fight, 145.
Quito means he bothered him a little bit?
Yes. Esta pelea me sirvió mucho, dile, porque voy poco a poco para septiembre voy a ser otra vez campeón del mundo con Don King. There's a lesson, little by little, he wants to go for a title, as Don has promised him in September.
All right, let's take a look at the headbutt right here. Let's take a look at the headbutt and the low blow in the 5th round as we take a look at it on our monitor here. Tell us about this headbutt and the low blow.
Very good. Thank you very much, Don.
The headbutt and the low blow in the 5th round. Did it bother him, and how about his left eye?
Yeah. Yes, it did bother him a great deal.
What's next now, Julio? What are your plans? I know you very badly want to win number 100.
Yeah, Don, en septiembre, en June, ¿cuándo? Mayo. En mayo vuelve a pelear, ¿no?
Something about June, Don. Tell us.
Yeah, he's going to fight June. He's going to fight in June at Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
Against who?
May and June.
Yeah.
May and June.
Yeah.
Are you concerned at all, Julio, about staying around one fight too many instead of leaving one fight too early?
No, estoy muy bien físicamente. No, he's very good physically. Acuérdese que tenía 6 meses sin pelear. Remember, he had 6 months without fighting.
Congratulations, Julio. Good fight. We enjoyed it this evening.
Un saludo para todo Culiacán. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva Culiacán! A great salute to Mexico.
All right, let's bring over in Tony Martin. Tony, congratulations. It was a very game fight for you. Did you do better than you had anticipated here tonight?
Did I do better? No, not really. I didn't do better than I had anticipated. I actually had anticipated taking the win, no doubt. But
you had absolutely no fear here tonight, and the guys kept commenting on it. You weren't intimidated at all by Julio Cesar Chavez.
No, he thumbed me once early in the fight. I mean, I don't think it was intentional, but it got my eye, and, it did make me, kind of stay away from him for a second just to, collect myself. And, but I was never hurt or anything. He's a great fighter, no doubt. I thought the decision was a lot closer, no doubt.
You had some good moments. Let's take a look at some of this action right here. A good right that really backed him up. Right. Your eye right here bled basically throughout the last 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Did it bother you? Did it frighten you? Did it scare you?
It was, well, it didn't scare me. It was blurred my vision a lot, but I wasn't afraid because I'm a veteran. You know that. I come through all kinds of obstacles.
You're 36 years old. Do you plan to continue?
Yeah, don't tell anybody. Yeah, well, judging from my decision, I mean, my performance tonight, I mean, this was only after a couple weeks of training, mind you, so.
You had to take 3 weeks off, even into March, because you didn't know if this fight was going to come off. Did that hurt you?
Right.
Did that hurt you tonight?
I think it did, no doubt, because as you can see, I couldn't get as busy as I wanted to because, I'm a lot busier than that, but I couldn't because of the condition that I was in. I I pushed it for 2 weeks to get the condition. I was just happy that I was able to get myself in condition and the weight down. And I knew the fight was going to be a hard fight, especially with that kind of training. I think had I had enough time to train, it would have been a lot easier.